Hi, this is Brandon Todd, and welcome to the first installment of what I'm going to call the Million Dollar Video Series. Now, the reason I'm going to call it the Million Dollar Video Series is very clear because you are going to become a $1 million a year producer. Now, let me put that a little in perspective for you because it is not a lofty goal, but a very high goal, but yet very attainable if you will institute into your practices and your habits the things I'm going to teach you in this series. In a little perspective, the top 1% of insurance agents in this country do over $100,000 a year in our niche market. Now, of that top 1%, probably 1% of those guys do between $200,000 and $400,000 a year of production. But what I'm talking about for you is that you're going to be a $1 million a year producer. Now, that can't happen without great marketing and great salesmanship and great time management, which I'm going to teach you in this video series. But to be completely blunt and as frank as I can, you are going to become the top producer in the country. Now, of course, a lot of people on the team and the other people who are getting this videos are also going to be the top producer in the country. So you're going to have to fight amongst yourselves to figure out who's the best of the best. But you all are going to be the best of the best. So to get started, let's talk about what it's going to take for you to become a $1 million a year producer. Now, a lot of people tell me that I'm disconnecting with you already because most of you will feel like this video is made for other people. If you're right now writing $50,000 to $100,000 a year in premium or less, or maybe even you're writing, $150,000 to $200,000, to increase your production 5-10x is a very lofty goal, and you don't feel like it can happen. Well, let me just clarify that it can't happen if you continue to be the person that you are, act the way that you do, and do the same things that you're doing. However, this video series is designed to integrate a new persona in you, to make you into the person that naturally attracts and creates over $1 million a year worth of business. So what I want you to do is get out a pen and paper, because the information I'm going to give you is invaluable. It's part of a sales process built over the last 24 years of training the top producers in our industry. And by the way, we have created the first $1 million a year producers in our industry. People who are doing 3, 4, 5 times more than the very top producers outside of our system in the country. And I'm going to give you, so to speak, the keys to the kingdom right here. So I want you to get a pen and paper handy, and I want you to be ready because the information I'm going to share with you is valuable. Next, I want you to make a commitment to yourself. Not to me, not to your wife, not to your husband, not to your family, but to yourself. That you will do whatever it takes to integrate the things that I'm going to give you to make yourself this top level producer that I know you can be. Now, let me backtrack also and say that the producers that I have gotten, the people who have become $1 million a year producers through my trainings and through my teachings and the way that we do business, are not anybody special. They don't have big Princeton educations. They haven't. Most of them haven't even done a whole lot of sales training before this. They're just average people like you and me who decided to give it a shot, to give it everything they had to become the top producer in the country, and to integrate the teachings of a multitude of knowledge that's come over years and years and years to create this system that I'm about to give you. So anyone can do it. It's easy to do if you commit to it. And you're going to have immediate and life-changing results if you do it. Now, I want you to make a commitment to yourself that for the next 90 days, for the next 3 months, you will study this material at least 1 hour a day, and you will make a point to every time you hear something from these teachings that you will implement it immediately. And what that means is, because real simply, if you get an intellectual understanding, which you're going to have when I give this, I'm also giving you some emotional triggers. But if you get an intellectual understanding of the concepts I teach, they're not going to do you much good. But if you go in and implement it immediately, say for instance I give you a 3-step process to overcome excuses that you get in a sales presentation. Well, you can repeat back to me what those 3 steps are, and that doesn't do you any good until you get into a sales presentation and you actually implement those 3 steps and you make a sale because of it. Then something magical happens. It becomes a part of what you do. If you see it work once, and it may not work your first time, but if you continue to do it and you trust in the system, you're going to start seeing it working, because you're going to get better and better at implementing it. And then the magic happens to where you do it over and over again, and before long you get to a state of what we call conscious competence, where you not only know what to do, but you do it well, and you're going to make a lot more sales. So with the 3-step process for overcoming excuses, or any of the multitude of trainings I'm going to give you in this video series, you can become a top producer by implementing them and ingraining them into your persona, the way you look at the world, and your habits. The information I'm going to give you is not only going to change your sales career and make you one of the top producing agents in the country, it's also going to change your life. Because I'm going to teach you the psychology of people, how to understand how people are communicating back and forth, and how to become a master guru at understanding how to persuade others to do what is needed to be done, to act in their best interest, of course, but also in your best interest and in the interest of the whole community. And you're going to be able to motivate people to reach new levels on their own that you've never seen happen before. And it's all going to be because you've taken the time to spend at least an hour a day with these materials, and you've been able to integrate these into your daily life, and before long they'll just become a habit and a pattern for you, and you will magically, as you walk around, you will change lives and you will touch lives, just by force of habit, just by being who you are. And that's a tremendous thing that we can all aspire to, and we can all make a reality. So what does it take to become $1 million a year producer? Well, first of all, it takes change. We all fear change, but change for the better. And I'm going to teach you this about sales. The benefits, you will make a decision to change what you're doing as soon as you realize that the benefits of that change outweigh the risk involved in making a change. We all fear change. We all fear making a decision, and that's you and your prospects. Fear making a decision or making a commitment to something, because all decisions require risk. All commitments require risk. But what I'm going to do today is sell you on the fact that the benefits of what you're about to learn and the commitment that you're going to make to them will outweigh all the risk and all the cost involved of integrating these into your daily life. So I want you to follow me on this, and we're going to make this happen for you. By the way, let's take a short intermission. Come here. Come here. This is my dog, Captain. Come here. This is Captain, and he's my partner in all of this. Well, you can see his back. I shoot these videos from my home, and he likes to come up because there's no one else here at the home, and he thinks I'm talking to him when we talk. So he'll come up and want me to pet him, and sometimes he'll start breathing heavy, and you can hear him panting in the background. But we're just going to make him part of our presentation here because he has a lot of skills that I want you to get. He's a golden retriever, and when I tell him I don't want to throw the ball anymore, he ignores me. And I'm going to teach you a little bit about that later.